Welcome to Hubbard's Journey. Thank you for coming along on our journey. I just finished an amazing cruise on the Carnival Celebration. And Andrea's never been on the Celebration.
I have not. This was Michael's solo cruise, but he is going to show you an in-depth detail of deck 6, 7, and 8, which is all the primary.
Deck 8 only.
Oh, deck 8? But you were on the casino, which is deck 7.
I was in the casino. I will show deck 7 the casino because I love the casino.
All right, so those are the primary decks where you're going to be doing all your exploring of the ship. And although I've not been on the Carnival Celebration, the Celebration is also part of the Carnival X-Class series of ships. And the first one in the series was the Mardi Gras, which I have been on. The second is the Celebration. And the newest ship, the Jubilee, is coming in 2023 sailings, I believe.
I believe it's the fall of 2023.
So if you're interested in booking any of those cruises and any of those ships, this is an informational video for you to look at as to all of the areas on the ship to explore. Yeah,
deck 8 and just a lot of the crew that I engage with is in this video as well. So if you're ever on the Celebration, say hi to them for sure. They'd appreciate it. They really would. You got to remember, these people spend 7 months away from their family, and where we usually just go to work and come home in our car and see our family. So I did put a little shout out to them in this video. Great ship. I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you for coming along Hubbard's Journey. Welcome to Hubbard's Journey. This amazing, beautiful ship was built in 2022 and launched November of 2022. Has 6,500 passengers, over 20 decks, and the gross tonnage is 180,000. The overall length is 1,130 feet long. Crew member capacity, 1,735. Total passengers, that equals over almost 8,000 passengers and crew. What a great ship. And this is Captain Alcaras. Awesome captain, all over the place, very visible, very personable. You'll see him all over the ship. You'll see most of the leadership staff all over the ship. This is the Hotel Director Lars and his proteges, who also direct various departments on the Carnival Celebration. But you'll see them everywhere. The front desk was amazing. The front desk helped me out with a number of different issues in regards to the pixels, photos, and gift cards. The gift card situation I ran into, the front desk was all over it. That was Robbie, who was the fill-in cruise director last week on the Freedom. Here's Lee. Lee was awarded Cruise Director of the Year. He really does a great job. There's Vanessa. And we're going to get into... So here's guest services that I was telling you about at the beginning with all those people that I showed. And that wasn't all of the guest service folks. But they do a great job. They really do. But again, guest services are the deck 8 all the way towards the back of the ship. So over here is adventures. This is where you would book an excursion. You go in here, you could order it on the iPad, or you could talk to the folks at the desk. And this is if you're coming from the front of the ship. Adventures would be on the left side and guest services would be on the left side. To the casino now. I want to talk about the layout of the casino. It's on deck 7. Look at all that money, huh? I just threw that in there. Casino's on deck 7. We're going to walk through the smoking area. It also has a non-smoking area. Both areas are great. This casino is amazing. I'm going to go through some of the staff. I'm going to go through casino hosts, managers, dealers, supervisors, bar staff in the casino. It is a great casino. I think it was 3 cruises ago, they actually hand paid out, or paid out, let's put it that way, over $1 million. So it definitely has its fair share of wins. I'm not exactly sure how many slot machines they have, but there are quite a few. Now, this particular cruise I was on was a premier cruise. So Carnival has ultra guests, elite guests, and typically when there's a cruise that is labeled a premier, ultra, or elite, or eco, the slot machines are very difficult, the tables are very difficult, and that's just the way it is. They got a great following. The Carnival Casino group, Players Club, does a great job marketing the casino. When I say it's difficult, the tables and the slots, what I mean by that is that they're full. People are in every single seat. People are every single card table, craps table. The energy is like through the roof. It's very exciting. If you are a casino type of person, you definitely would have a blast there because the drinks are flowing, the winds are flowing. It's a great, great experience. One of my favorite places on the ship. The most expensive entertainment. I've got to give a big shout out to Dominic, Casino Manager. If you happen to be in that casino, say hi to him. This is Tettiana and Nosi, casino hosts. They are amazing. I think that looks like blackjack on a $25 table. And then you've got Nabin and Sachi. Oh, Meryzel. Meryzel is crazy good. Sarah, how you doing, Sarah? Massive win. Oh, this is Eka. Oh, Steffan. I know Steffan from the Mardi Gras. I have a thing when I hit 15 drinks, I point at the slip and I have the server take a picture with me. So whenever you see me with that slip, that means I hit the 15 drinks. This is Patrick. We coined him the cleaner. Came in and cleaned us out, but it was all fun. This is Ned. He's a pit boss over there. He's a good guy. He's a New England Patriot fan. Hey, Ali, always working and moving and shaking and grooving. This is William. William's always out there. He's got a smile. I got a couple of photos with him that are pretty cool. Joel and Meryzel are top shelf bar servers. This is Melvin. If you happen to be in there and you have your bar servers, these two right here, Meryzel and Joel, you will be happy. Oh, these people, what they do for a job is to count money. The two of them, all they do all day long is count money. Now I'd like to give a shout out to maybe the most thankless job on the ship, one of the most important, and that's the downstairs laundry room. You're going to look at it. All of the towel animals, the towels, I say towel animals wouldn't be made without the towels, sheets, bedding, uniforms, napkins, tablecloths. Yes, I had the great opportunity and pleasure to meet the people on deck 0. I came down to deck 3. They came up from deck 0. And I had an opportunity to tell them thank you very much for what they do. What they do is like magic. I take my clothes, I put them in a paper bag. They disappear. They come back. Oh, my God. They're all folded, nice, neat, everything. Great job. Greatly appreciated. Probably one of the most thankless jobs on the ship. And it's probably a little important, too, because everything needs to be washed on the ship. But thank you very much. Let's talk about Pixels. Pixels Group is amazing. They are literally, the photographers are literally all over the ship. They're on the gangplank. They're on the other gangplank when you get off in a port. But they're always exciting. They always want to take a photo. And then you get to see all your photos, particularly on the Celebration and the Mardi Gras and your newest ships. They're all electronic. You get to see all the photos electronic, and you get to pick which ones you want. So it's definitely a good group. They got a great thing going there. And the rest of the photos are for Pixels. Thank you. Oh, there's Pixels. So Pixels is where all those photographers on the ship, they take your picture coming on the boat. They take your picture getting off the boat. They take your picture at dining room. They take pictures everywhere. They're a fun group of people. But this is where you would come to look at your photos. And you would look on your photos on these iPads. You go on the iPad, you put your information in there, you see your photos, and you purchase them. I think it's a little pricey, but I'm more of a frugal kind of person. But they're good people. Explore Deck 8. Deck 8's got a lot. We're currently at midship on Deck 8. Deck 8 overlooks the central stage area on Deck 6. So you have Deck 6 seating, Deck 7 seating, and Deck 8 seating to overlook the shows on center stage, Deck 6. But here we are. We're going down from midship, heading towards the front of the ship. There's Effie's watch, and there's a jewelry store there as well. And then right after this is the Bonsai Sushi. The Bonsai Sushi restaurant offers a $28 boat for two. It's an awesome deal. You can also get sushi rolls and stuff like that, but the boat for two is amazing. You get soup, salad, numerous sushi rolls. It's a great deal. Teppanyaki is right over here next door to Bonsai Sushi, excuse me. Teppanyaki, they'll cook everything up right at the grill at the table. It's a great experience for the family. Now these two restaurants, the Sushi Bonsai and the Teppanyaki restaurant, are considered specialty restaurants, and there is a fee associated to both of these restaurants. All right, we're going to come out of here. We're going to take a left. We're going to look down at Deck 6, the central stage. Then you can go over to the left. There's a stairway that takes you directly to the casino on the left-hand side. Isn't that nice? They give you direct access right to the casino. I wonder why. I know why. They love us down there. They love me anyway. I love them too. So we're going to go across this mezzanine. This artwork is amazing. You get on there, take a walk by there, take a look at that artwork. It's kind of like a glass artwork. And this is Celebration Central. Directly across from that sign is the Dreams Photography. It's their very professional photography studio for all those high-end photos that you want to do with your family. It's pretty cool. We're going to head down. That's the Havana Bar. We're going to come around the back on that. Right next to the Havana Bar, there's restrooms to the left. We're going to come around the corner. There's Chibang. There's more across from Chibang. Now we're going to head over into Chibang. Now the Chibang restaurant is one of my favorites. It's considered a specialty restaurant, but it's free. They're not charging passengers yet. And hopefully they don't. It could change at any time. Every time I go here, I get all appetizers on the Chinese menu and Mexican menu. And I guess I should make sure I make that clear. It's a Chinese-Mexican fusion restaurant. So now we're going to head towards the front of the ship. We're in deck 8 heading towards the elevators. On the left-hand side is Havana cabins, and on the right side is Havana cabins. Now these cabins are a little bit more exclusive cabins. They give you a private balcony area, and it gives you your own little private pool area. It's nice. It's a nice little upgrade. So we're going to head across the hall. On the left side is the, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, imagine that. That's why there's everybody out cleaning. But this is the best time to get out there and do these kinds of videos. So to the left is the more Havana suites, cabins. And then on the right, that's the Havana Bar. We're going to go through there. Out through that doorway is the Havana pool area. And a wristband's required to get in there. So here we are, the Havana Bar. Now the Havana Bar is a hopping place, Latino music. It is hopping. It's a great place to hang out. The drinks are great. Lee, the cruise director, who got Cruise Director of the Year award, will do his morning show in the Havana Bar. And his show is broadcast on the Lido deck, on TVs in your staterooms. And basically he talks about the current events for the day. and anything else that they got going on the ship. He does a pretty good job with the show. You're welcome to the show. It's usually standing room only, so I would suggest get down to the show early if you're interested in being a part of the live show. Here we go. We're going to head back out. This is where we came in. Remember, we kind of looked at it, and I said we'll come around through the back end of it. So now we're going to head back over across the mezzanine towards Teppanyaki, Sushi. We're going to take a left. Oh, there's deck 6. Remember, you could see deck 6, 7, and 8 seating when the Grand Central show. Center stage does their show. That's where the seating is. And it's pretty cool. They practice all day. So we're going to head over to 820 Biscayne. You got Bar 820. You got the Capitano Restaurant, Miami Slice, Deco Deli. Wow, they're friggin' real good too. These are all good places. Now, the Capitano is considered a specialty restaurant. However, it's, by the way, great photos right there. It's considered, it's free. It's free. Part of the celebration passengers can go on there free. It's great food. At one point, I used to do just this restaurant. And I kind of fell in love with Chibang. So, but it's good to try them all. It really is. And the cool thing about this ship is you can actually put a pub crawl together. There are so many bars and restaurants, and you can really do that. It's a big, beautiful ship. So we're going to come out, and we're going to take a right, and we're going to continue to head towards the back of the ship. So this is that 820 bar. Usually packed. That doorway right there will go out to a smoking area. The doorway on the left I showed you. Now usually people from the pizza, Miami Slice, and the Deco Deli will sit in this area here. Over here you have water, refreshments like lemonade, iced tea on the left-hand side. Great sandwiches, great pizza. As far as I'm concerned, the best pizza in the high seas. I've been on all kinds of different cruise ships. Carnival pizza, to me, is the best. Good job, guys. Thank you. So you can see it's roped off, so I can't go through there and keep going towards the back of the ship, so I'm going to have to pop outside. Over to the left, that's the smoking area I was telling you about. Right on the other side there. And then we're going to keep heading towards the back of the ship. Now, this area is not smoking, but you could come out. Say you go to the Deco Deli, you go to the pizza, you could come out and sit outside, which a lot of people do, but it does get hot. It gets real hot, actually, when you get into that tropical sun. So we're going to keep heading towards the back of the ship. Yes, they got cornhole. They have cornhole tournaments throughout the day. I'll see people out there having a few beers, doing cornhole at night, doing cornhole during the day. We see a watering hole. It's nice to see a little watering hole. So they get bars. Like I said, you could do a bar crawl, put a list together. Say you were a big group of people, put a list together and say, hey, we're going to hit all these bars. And we know, all of us that do pub crawls, we know how to do it up. So on deck 8, they have 2 hot tub pools. And then we're turning around to the back of the ship, which in my opinion has the best views when the ship is moving. Now it's obviously at night, but this pool sits on the very back of the ship and it overlooks the back part of the ship where you see all the white waves. It's beautiful. It really, really is. So we're going to go through these doors. These doors are going to take us into, and now keep in mind, we're at the very back of the ship, also called the aft of the ship. We're going to come in and we're going to go through the lounge, little sports gaming area, shuffleboard. Then we're going to go into the Heroes Lounge. And Heroes Lounge, Carnival does an amazing job for the United States American veterans. They do say they do for all veterans or all different countries, but really it's geared to the United States, is in my opinion. They have events for veterans. They call it a veterans meetup throughout the day. There's usually one per day or one per week, I can't remember. But all the veterans come together, and even people that haven't been in the military go down there to meet the heroes of the United States and say, hey, thank you for your service. this Carnival store. I'd go in there this last trip. It was the Hennessy White for $69. Great deal, bro. So we're gonna cut down through and we're gonna circle back around and head back to the back of the ship towards the brew house. That's right, Celebration, Mardi Gras, and I believe the Jubilee have their own brew house. St. Jude's Hospital is an amazing charity. Carnival is all in on this charity, and Carnival does an amazing job, and it's a wonderful charity. They have events on every cruise. So let's continue to head back towards the brew house. Again, I was saying they have their brew tours, and they go quick. So if you think you're gonna get on a brew tour, like your second or third day on a ship, and maybe do it at the end, it's not gonna happen. Well, if it does, you're gonna be very lucky. You wanna get in your brew tour ASAP. You're gonna try to book that as soon as you get on the ship, or if you can book it before you get on, because they do go up quick. So this is the Pig and Anchor. They do barbecue. They do a great job with barbecue. And this is when you're coming down. On the left side is the Heroes Lounge, and then we're over here on the right side, which is the Pig and Anchor, facing towards the back of the ship. So the Pig and Anchor serves breakfast as well. And during the day, at different times of the day, Lee would tell you, but they have a country music band here, and it's amazing. They get great bands in there, and they put these bands together themselves. But country music is happening in the Pig and Anchor. So let's head back out. When we head out, we're gonna take a right. And by the way, the Pig and Anchor is free. It's not a specialty restaurant. So we're gonna head over to the right, and if you look, there's TVs, there's couches, there's lounge chairs over here next to the TVs. These are free. The first come, first serve. You get there, you're gonna sit there and relax. So here's the Pig and Anchor on the outside. So they'll serve, say you're outside and you wanna eat from outside, you don't wanna go in, there you go, bang. Pig and Anchor. We're gonna keep heading down. Well, we're heading towards the front of the ship now. So if we're heading to the front of the ship and we're on the left-hand side of it, that would be called port side. So we're on the port side of the Carnival Celebration. All right, we're gonna keep heading down, heading forward. Now, what I guess I'm not gonna tell you right now. We'll wait till we get to the end. So this is the Italian restaurant. So you can eat at the Italian restaurant, indoors and outdoor seating. So this is the outdoor seating of the Capitano. So remember I said, well, I'm not going to tell you right now, but every time you go down this way, there's a dead end. You got to turn back around. So if you're going down on the port side towards past the Pig and Anchor, you're going to have to make a right somewhere because it's a dead end. We cutting through the Capitano restaurant. I want to thank you for watching. If you have any comments, lay them down there. I'll get back to you. But thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe. You know the drill. So right up here on the corner, great Kodak moment. Take your selfie right here. And you know what the Captain Alcaras would say. Ciao for now. Thank you for cruising Carnival.